Hello everyone, it's Angela. How are you guys doing? Well, I just wanted to wish you a very warm welcome, especially if you're one of my regular subscribers. A very warm welcome and welcome back. And of course, to anybody who's brand new to my channel, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you a very extra special warm welcome and lovely to have you here. Right, today I'm doing something a little bit exciting, I think. And if you've been here with me before, you would have seen this. So these are my last year's wallets, my Christmas wallets that I did for Christmas. All right, and I'm going to have a look at that in a moment with you. But I have actually put together this year's Christmas wallet. So I won't open that one because it's along similar lines. So I've made Christmas wallets. And let's have a look at it. Now, what I love about these are, first of all, it's very easy to put together because of the kit, the way I design it. You just have to follow along, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. But these make great gift opportunities if you've got vouchers, or if you've got a crafty friend, or just yourself. They also make great inserts if you want to put it in a journal or as a little stocking filler, something like that. You can add photographs to it, gift certificates, messages, or anything like that at all. So that's what this is about. So let's have a look at this one quickly. I've used the ribbon from my ribbon bundle for the rustic Christmas ribbon bundle. All right, so that's the side. You've got your little flap over here. That's the inside. I love that. It's very rustic. And then we open up and we have this lovely fireplace scene. So it's really cozy and family orientated. And when you open up the middle like this, you can see all the different panels. So you've got a little pocket over here with a number of pieces of ephemera. Okay, I won't take them all out. We've got little tags as well that go in there. I've added some lace. And then you've got a pocket behind here where you could put, I've got this ephemera in here, but I do think that this lends itself to putting family photographs in, special memories, making little notes on all of these to do with relative to the person you're giving it to. So here we've got a belly band in the middle, all right, and it's got these letter to Santa. You've got a Christmas postcard and a little envelope. So again, lots of opportunity to put things into. So yeah, you don't have to put these bits in. As I say, you could add family photographs and take out some of this, all of the ephemera. And then lastly, we've got these little flip out pockets here. And you can make a Christmas message, and you've got your little pockets that I've put together here, Christmas magic, and this other little one over here, Merry Christmas. All right, so that's what this Christmas one is about for this year, and this is called the Rustic Christmas Wallet. All right, so I'll show you how I make these. So that's the other side. Yeah, and really easy to put together, as I say. All right, so the kit's just 8 pages, and it has everything that you need to make one of these. So it's really not a lot of pages to print out, and we'll go through it together. So that's the one. But of course, I didn't stop there. I wanted to do something for people that don't necessarily celebrate Christmas, or who do, but you want something for birthdays or any other time of the year. So what I did was I put together a rustic reflections one, and here it is. So there we've got, it's a new day, and I've got this lovely little arrangement that I've put on there. And then on the side, we've got our little bits and pieces. Let me open this up. So I've just put on this lovely ribbon. And there you can see that's the back panel. There's the front panel. And I love this one. I think this is my favorite. Well, maybe not, maybe the next one. All right, and then this one I have done the order of things slightly different, which is what you can do. So I put the flap on this side opposite these flip outs. All right, so you've got these there. Here's a lovely page to write a message on, like that. And then they've got these little cards in here as well with some lovely reflective quotes. So that's what I've got in there. And then again, we've got our little bits and pieces in here, and I'll show you what I've done where. We've got our pocket here with loads of ephemera, and I'll show you when I show you the kit. And then in the back here, we've got another pocket with some other pieces of ephemera. All right, so there's that one. Okay, and that's what it looks like on the other side. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so that's your Rustic Reflections wallet. Okay, so that goes in like that, and obviously you can order the panels in any order you like. Okay, so let's just put that one to the side. Now I did one more because I was having a lot of fun, and I decided to do this one. So this is the Busy Bees wallet. All right, so we've got this here like this. So I had fun with this as well. Now these bits come from the mini Busy Bees ribbon and lace bundle, and I do actually have some of those still available. So there we go. We've got that lovely panel there. Believe in you, very important. And then we open that up like this. How pretty are these colors? Yeah, stunning. I love it. Okay, so these bits all come from that mini bee journal ribbon and lace bundle that I had. So we've got our flip outs over here. Listen to Teddy feeling sorry for himself because I'm not paying him any attention, bless him. We've got those bits there and a little postcard, and that goes in the middle there. And then we've got these bits. Be the change you want to see in the world. And then this one here, be thankful, be positive, be humble, etc. All right, so we've got those there, and again you can make your notes as you wish. So that's our bits over there. Lots of ephemera again in here, which I'll share with you. And then this is the other side. All right, so yeah, wallets. I love wallets, and as I say, lots of ways you can use them. And then in this one, I actually put an eyelet. I did slightly different things putting them together, just to show you that there are different options, and just to, you know, you don't have to do everything exactly the same, do we? All right, so I'm not going to tie all of those up right now. You've got your bee. You've got your Rustic Reflections and your Rustic Christmas kit. So there are 3 of them. Okay, so here's the Christmas one. And as I say, they all are made up of 8 pages. So here are the pages. You've got your panels and then the back panels. This is the one for the envelope. You've got the envelope flaps, different ones. You can decide which one you want. You've got your ephemera, your envelopes, all of those little pockets, tags, the little bits for the belly band. That's your little pocket there. I fold this in half, and we're going to make this one. I've got 2 options for tabs. You don't need to use them both. And then these are the background panels, so where you place everything, and these are the fold lines. All right, so we'll go through that. So that's the 8 pages. Okay, so that's the Christmas one, as I said. Here's the bee one. All right, so again, I'll go a bit faster on this. You got your panels, there they are. You've got your flaps. You've got the various bits and pieces that go into this, envelopes and thingies, lots of little sentimenty bits to put on. Those are your pockets where you have your little tags in. So yeah, lots of fun. Those bits go on the pockets, and there you have all of that. And then I've used this page to be the base. All right, so that's the B one. And then the last one is the Rustic Reflections one. So again, you got your panels, there they are, your ephemera bits, other little bits. I've added some other new things here and there and changed things up a bit. Lots of little bits and pieces to go in there. All right, and that's your back page. Right, so I have these listed in the following ways. You can either buy one of these in a digital format or a printed format. I have them listed as individual kits because I would imagine not everybody celebrates Christmas. So you could buy them as individual digital kits, or as a special offer, I'm putting all three together as a combined 3-in-1 kit, and obviously there's a saving involved. And the same with the printed kits. You can buy them as individuals. You get 3 wallets in each printed kit that I print out, 3, or alternatively you can get the all-in-one where it's one of each. Okay, so that's the options there. And as I say, if you're wanting to pick up a Busy Bee mini journal pack or a Christmas one, I've got them. The bees are on a really good offer. I'm ready just to clear them out. So go and have a look at the sales category and you'll see what's on offer there. All right. So that's the new stuff for today. What I wanted to do now was quickly show you how easy this is to put together. So I've got it all ready. Step number 1, cut it all out and distress ink if you like to distress ink. That's your first step. All right, so I did that already. And then what you want to do is you want to take your 2 back pages. So we're doing the Christmas one here. All right. Now, let me turn this around. One thing that you will want to note is that when you're putting these 2 together, you want to make sure that you match up your fold lines. All right. Now, when they are the right way up, they don't quite match. Okay. They do that way, but you do need to turn it around. So you need to have wrong sides together because we're going to glue those together. So if you do it like that, then they're a bit off. All right, but it doesn't matter. What I want you to do is turn the one around, okay, so that you've got these fold lines matching up there. All right, you can see that there and that there. Okay, you're not going to see most of this. It's covered with the panels, so you'll have one like that with the hearts the correct way and one the other way. Okay, so that's the first step. Okay, then what I want you to do is go and number your panels. All right, so what I've done is decide the order you want your panels in. Now I've done different things for different ones, so let's have a look here. Let me grab them for you. The first 3 panels, so the first page, I've cut them out. This one does go in the middle, so that's number 2, and I've written number 2 there. This just makes everything fit correctly. Here's number 1, and I've decided, these can go either way, and also your envelope flap can go on either side, and you'll get a different look doing that. Okay, so here's number 1. I'm going to put number 1 on the right, and we've got number 3 on number 3 over there. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do there. And then similar on the back. All right. So just remember, when you're doing this, keep them so that they're matched up with those fold lines. And then just turn it over. All right. And then go and put your others on. So I am going to go with number 4. I'm going to make this side, the side with my flap over here. But you can do it that side, and that's I'm going to make number 4. Number 5 is this one for the middle, and then this plain gold one I'm going to stick over there. All right, so it's important to make sure that you've got those in the right places. Again, this particular page for me is upside down, but I know by putting them like this that's how I want them stuck. And when I turn this around, that is how I want those stuck down. So what I'm going to do quickly, and I'm going to use my glue stick because I am going to stitch around here, guys, but you don't have to. If you're not going to stitch or you don't have a machine, it's still going to be fine. Use a better glue than a glue stick and make sure you go right to the edges. That's what's imperative here. Right, let me just stick those down. I'll show you how easy this is. We're going to just take one of them like this. Okay, as I said, I'm not worried about the edges with this too much because I will be stitching around it. I just like the way that looks. Number one goes where number one is, and you want to just get that stuck down. Now, you need to have an even amount of a paper border around each one, so that looks about right. Okay, so I'm going to go and do this for all 6 of these panels except for one, this one here. All right, don't stick this one down quite yet. All right, I will explain to you what to do there, and I'll see you back here in a moment. Okay, so I've stuck those 3 down. I've stuck this middle one down. I wanted to talk to you about this one here, which we'll get to in a moment. And then the last one here, we're not going to stick the whole thing down. We're going to just put some glue on the edges because we're making a pocket. So just on the 3 sides here. Now this one here, we're going to use to put our pockets behind. So our pockets are these 2 here. All right, so what you want to do is just take your ruler, and on those little white lines we want to just score them. So right, so fold that first flap down. Just make sure you've got it straight. All right, and then we're going to take this one, and really it'll fold on the line, but I just match it up there like that. Okay, while I've got it here, I'm going to just put some glue on the base and just on the edge. Okay, so that'll be like that. Okay, so you've got a pocket there like this, and then exactly the same with this one. Okay, so you've got your 2 pockets there, and I have already effectively distressed it, but I'm just getting rid of that little score line there. So now what we want to do is take this piece, line it up with this. So want to get it right against the edge and not far from the bottom, just a little bit about there. Okay, and I'm going to just take my glue, oops, and again line that up there, yeah, and then just get that stuck on there like that. And then exactly the same here, except you want to just sort of leave the same similar distance there so your tab will fit on when you put in your little tab. All right, it's going there. All right, so same thing. Just get your glue, whichever glue. I'm stitching, so I'm not worried that it's this. Okay, and then we'll get that one stuck down as well. Okay, now with this, I just like to turn this the other way quickly, just so that I can get rid of the white. All right, and then that's good to go. Right, so exactly the same, turn that over, use your glue, and let's just get this stuck in on the end here. So Right, so it's coming along nicely. Give it a nice press so they lie flat. Right, let's do some of the other bits here. So we want to stick on these flaps. Decide which one you want on the outside. I went with that one on the outside, so that means it's got to go next to that one there. All right, so you can decide which end you want it, but I am going to go with this end. So this I'm going to put on over here. All right, so let's just, again, I'm going to just do a little bit of stitching, so I'm not going quite to the edge, but please, if you're not, glue it right till the edge. Now you've got a fold line there. I'm going to have it like a hair's breadth away from that area, like that. Okay, and then just take your bone folder and fold that down. Okay, now remember that's going to be like that, so just pick up this is going to be like this, and these should meet. Yeah, so that means you're going to put this one on this end, okay, because these two need to match. So again, get a little bit of glue on, go as again, put it right up to the edge if you are, give it a good gluing if you're not sewing. All right, I am going to then do exactly the same and the same hair's breadth width away. Now match up pretty much. Okay, so there we go. Have I got that right? She says. Okay, so that's the right way, and that's the right way. Yeah. All good. Okay. Right, now we've got these two bits over. This one is meant to be a pocket over here. And so I'm just going to put some glue there. Some glue there. Like that. Right, so you've got a pocket there now and a pocket there. Then this one is your belly band, and for this one I've just got this joined. So one of the others I've got a lower piece and a top piece. That's the B one, that you stick on top of each other so that you've got pink underneath and cream on the top, or like lemon, nice lemon color. Right, so you want to just close that up like that. There we go, and that's going to form your belly band in the middle here. Okay, so that's going to go like that, but we want to put our little circle in the middle. So I've cut this circle out and I want to get it in the middle here like this. So I'm just getting my snowman straightened up here. This is just a guide for me to see where I need to glue to. All right, so and then you can just take it like this, and hopefully we've got it in the right spot. I think that's about right. Okay, and now we're going to you can put lace on there if you want. I haven't on this occasion, but you can do. All right, so it's all coming together. Now, at this point, this is where I go and stitch around everywhere. So I take it panel by panel and I just stitch around all of them. When I come to this bit, I'm going to stitch to the panel. I'm not stitching across there. I'm going to stitch down there, around there, and over there. Okay, and the same on the other side here. All right, let me go and do that quickly and I will join you right away. Okay, so I have gone and stitched all around these panels now, and here as well. So you can see I didn't stitch that one down. I went around the panel there. Okay, so what we want to do quickly is I'm going to put on some lace here, just to Christmassy it up a bit. You could put lace down there as well, but I'm not on this occasion. Oops. Yeah, and then we've pretty much coming to the end. It's just the exciting bit now is putting all the bits and pieces inside of it. And as I said, you can, you can add photographs, cards, family memories, all sorts of lovely things. And I think it's just got endless possibilities, really. Okay, so we've got that there. Sorry, I just like to take my ruler and level up the lace so that it's straight, like that. And then just trim that off there. So, all right, so we've got our lace in there. Right, so let's start putting these other bits and pieces together quickly, and then we'll stick the lot together. Okay, I just want to take these two and make the little cards. Now you can choose whichever you like. I'm going to go with the gold, and I'm going to just stick these together like that. All right, there's the one, and a little bit of glue over there, and the same with this one. So there's that. These are going to go in there in a minute, and then everything else is folded and ready to go. So before I do anything further, what I want to do is take some wet glue, right, and we're going to join these two together. So let's just take this one here. Now I tend to start with the flap side, and I do this in sections, so you want to get pretty close to the edge. Don't want to get glue on the board. You want to get pretty close without it oozing too much. Now you want to, again, just line up those there, just check. That should be there. And so that should be here. Okay, and then stick that down. If it's not quite in the right place, we'll know now when we yeah, that is in the right place. So just make sure it's straight. Yeah, that's the joy of Fabri-Tac. It does give you a little bit of wiggle room so that you can do that. So that looks like it's on the right spot. And then what we're going to do is do the next panel. Now I'll do the middle first and then the edges last, so that it doesn't dry on the edges before I get a chance to stick it down. Okay, so you've got that initial bit down there. Now you've got it in the right place, so you can now go and stick this down. Press on the edges here. Okay, wipe off the glue. Better to have some scrap paper underneath this, otherwise just wipe your board straight afterwards. Now I did get a bit skew here, but that's okay. I'll just use my distress ink to cover up any bits that are sticking out. Okay. Right, so I'm going to just use this tool here. On the edges. Okay, and then your distress ink. Right, so it's all together now. All right, so what we want to do is just put on some little bits and pieces. So I stuck this on here, so we'll do that. Okay, then Christmas time is going to go on this side here. Yeah, so when you close this up, let me just see on this one. Yeah, you want to get your little boot on that side there. All right, I'm going to put that one there, and I'm going to actually put Christmas time up here for this one, whatever you like. All right, so we've got that there. Okay, and then I've got family. All right, so I'm going to put it over here. I mean, you could put it on any one of these, you know. Let's put it here. Okay, and then the rest of it is for stuff that's going to go into the pockets. Alrighty, so we'll start with these little goodies. We'll put these in here. And then we've got our little envelope. We've got our little postcard. We'll put those under here. All right, and then we've got lots and lots to go in all over. So we're going to put our 3 little tags in this side here. We've got, I think I'll put this one in the middle here. All right, we've got our little bits and pieces to go in over here. Here's Santa's little message. And then we've got these bits that go into the back here. Okay. And that's everything, I think. So you just want to, the moment of truth. You want to get that closed over, so press that over. And as I'm doing it, I'm just going to get rid of that white score line. Okay, we're going to do that again. Get rid of that white score line. And then this bit here, so okay. And we want to just wrap that around like that. Fabulous. Okay, now you can put in an eyelet here or not, it's up to you. And I'm just using a piece of my closure, which is from my ultimate or ribbon bundle. I want to just let's just see, we start this side. Like a mixture between sparkle and rustic. Look at all that glitter. I'll sort it out in a minute. Right, so there we have it. That's our one that we did together. And then these are the ones from earlier. So we've got that one I did earlier with a different red ribbon. And then we got your bee one and your rustic reflections one. So something for everyone, really. Okay, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed it and have fun putting this together. I hope that you really see this as a gift opportunity, because I think, you know, gifts are expensive, and if you can make it for somebody and somebody special and put all that thought and lovely message and perhaps a photo of Christmases past or just family photographs, those sort of memories are to be cherished, aren't they? So that's what I was thinking of there. Right, have a wonderful day. I will see you again on Friday. To think what day it was for a moment. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and thank you so much for watching, because that really does mean so much to me. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.